Well, first of all, thank you to the council. It was a lot of really good questions there, and took some of the ones away that I might have wanted, and thought it was very thorough. I do appreciate Mr. Raymer's contributions, and I hope you'll continue to contribute to the community. This isn't about people. I certainly have a tremendous amount of respect for you, and Robert Medikovich is someone I know and certainly appreciate, and I recognize that you've been very active in the community.
I've enjoyed and I've appreciated CWD's service to our community. I've been here for 15 years now. I do remember IESI when they serviced our community for residential services, and obviously consumed the CWD services since I believe it was about 2004, correct? I believe I have that date. I will say that service does matter. I've seen communities in which trash trucks and recycle trucks have made their way through communities, and you'll see waste and debris blowing out of the trucks, and the drivers don't care, and they just move on to the next house. Now, that's not to say that that's never happened with the CWD truck, but the fact of the matter is, where I sit in my home and the office in my home where I work on a daily basis when I'm not on the road, I see them come every week, and I see them go up and down my alleys, and I watch them. I watch them every single time that I have an opportunity to. And I've seen stuff fall out. I've seen drivers get out and pick it up and make a difference. Because I'll tell you what, the last thing that I think citizens in Frisco want to see is a community that's littered by litter, right? I think we all take a lot of pride in our community. I know Jeremy Environmental Services does a lot through its events, through its median recycling and things of that nature to make sure that our community stays clean and attractive to both residents as well as businesses. I work for a company that goes through and participates in an RFP process on a very regular basis. We have lost deals by much less than this. It's a painful process, but when you're dealing with public entities, it's the best way in order to protect the public entity and the people that it represents. I don't like losing friends. I don't like losing community partners. I think CWD has been both that to Frisco. I think this is a real challenge. I think that it's a real loss.
You know, here on council, all of us, we get to all make a lot of decisions and vote on a lot of items that we really enjoy doing. I can't say that this is one of them for me. You know, I am in a relationship business, and I understand the value of relationships. And CWD, in my 7 years on council, is the only company that does business in the city of Frisco that has made an effort to get to know me and my family, and I felt really cared. To me, that means a lot. It takes the business out of it and makes it, you know, a decision like this that much more challenging. Of course, gotten to know Greg very well over the last few years. Gotten to know Robert very well. I can even pronounce his last name, Medikovich. Getting to know his son. I mean, just relationships that I've built that, you know, I consider both of them friends of mine. So it's hard sometimes to separate the personal from the business, but that's what we're elected to do, is that we do have to step out and make the best decisions for 135,000 people. You know, I applaud CWD. They've been a great partner, as you can see in this process. You know, they've just been great for the city of Frisco, grown with the city of Frisco. I think that we would have citizens show up to speak on their behalf, send emails on behalf. It's certainly a great testament to the impact they've had on this community, and that should not go without recognition. You know, Frisco, from what they've told us, you know, certainly was a big feather in their cap when they won that business, and certainly helped their company grow and have successes throughout. I'll certainly always be a referral for CWD if any city ever calls me and says, what do you think of them as a company? Nothing but glowing remarks that I would provide for them. And as Councilmember Allen said, you know, time in city business is short, and 7 years will come quick, and I know we'll see you guys again. So thank you for all you've done for the city of Frisco.
Well, I appreciate the questions and the dialogue and the comments and the community presence that we have here this evening. I've written some notes out, and as I'm hearing some of the other council members speak, I've had some of the same thoughts. So I apologize if I repeated what some of the other folks said, but I think it's also important to hear the council speak with one voice on this as we touch on some of the different points that are of value and importance to us. We are a growing community, and there will be growing pains. You've heard us all say that, several of us say that already. Our citizens understand that, and they understand what our council and staff is trying to accomplish, and I have faith in our staff to make this transition as smooth as possible. We do enjoy a small town feel, and we do see each other around town and at our kids' schools, at the grocery store, and here in City Hall. And we do appreciate the quality business relationship that we have with CWD. We operate under a system of transparency, and sometimes it's hard to sit here and separate our personal relationships from our professional duty, but that is the job, and I think Jeff touched on that in a very positive way, that we do appreciate all that CWD has done, and we hope CWD does continue to grow and flourish as a company and bids again in the future.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a tough decision, I think, for the council, and I'm sure it was for staff as well. CWD has been a great community partner for us. A lot has been said tonight about all the roles that they've played in the community. And when you have relationships like that, it makes decisions like this difficult. I do think this is oftentimes a service that people take for granted until, as Councilmember Keating just alluded to, until it doesn't work.
Well, I too will make a few comments that probably mimic some of my council members, but I do feel it's important too. You know, this is a tough situation. It's tough in some regards. I think Councilman Chaney probably hit it best in that there are personal relationships at play. You know, we know the owners of the company, have a fondness. I feel the same way. You know, it's the only company really that we've dealt with that's are one of the few that I've dealt with on my time on council that has taken the opportunity to know me and get involved in you know, what I have going on. And so from that perspective, it's tough. I got to say, you know, I love sitting up here and seeing citizens send me emails and come in front of this council to defend a city vendor. I mean, not only does that speak to the talent of what you have in your business, but I think it also speaks to our city staff and the job that they've done in delivering the service, because it really is a partnership.
And any city should be very proud to have them as part of the community.